Yo, what's good, gang? It's your boy Pizzy. What's good, Marvelous?
What's up?
What's good, Steph?
Hey, man. What's up, man? How you feeling?
I can't call it, man. What's good, Nick?
Nick G, man.
Nick G, my bad. You
Come
know,
on, man.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Introduce me correctly,
My fault. My fault, big dog.
Beyonce.
I mean,
up?
that's fine.
It's
That's
been
fine.
boys
That's
since
fine.
y'all
That's
walked in the
fine.
room.
That's fine. That's fine.
What's up?
What up, Rim?
Hey, what's crack-a-lacking?
Ain't too much, man.
That is Rem
You
the
gonna
model.
you gonna have to take the mic next time, man.
Rem the model.
Steph, you're a hater.
It's Rem the model.
Hey,
It is.
Nah, what's going on though, ladies and gentlemen?
What's up, man? What's up?
Hey, man. You know, it's been a great week thus far. You know, I know y'all watched that fight last night. I know you got a lot to say, Steph, about that.
Nah, I want Rem to start with that one.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Loma won the fight. It's very
Okay.
easy. It's very simple.
Is it that simple, though?
Yeah, I mean, when we talking, black and white, yeah, I think so. We can go into details for sure, but I mean, Loma, I think, should have won that fight.
Hold on.
There is no black and white in a close fight, though.
That's true. I mean, I guess you're right.
It's all gray.
I was just true. I'm saying from a general standpoint, I think Loma won the fight,
Okay.
and that I think he won. I don't think Haney should have been a question. It was a close fight. It was a good fight.
Who won the first 5 rounds? Because I tapped out. I ain't gonna lie to
I
you.
mean,
I was in and out.
The majority of those probably went to Haney.
Probably.
The majority of the first 5
Probably.
rounds probably went to Haney.
I think at worst 3-2 Haney over the first 5.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
But the later rounds, Loma dominated, I felt like.
He did. He
and
did.
me and Steph talked about it earlier. I mean, Loma had all of the big punches. He had the knock your head back punches, whereas Haney was much more technical with it. You know what I'm saying? His punches were the point punches. He was getting in, he was getting inside, you know what I mean? That type of stuff. But the biggest thing, I don't have an issue with Haney winning, but the biggest thing I would say is that final score. That one judge scored it, 116 to 112?
Yeah, that was a bit.
That was a bit extreme.
Yeah, extreme to me.
That was a
that
bit
mean
extreme. That's
there-
why I thought Loma was robbed.
There's always right. There's always one fuck nigga, right? Like that nigga was gonna rob Loma no matter what.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? If you had that jump with Devin winning 4 more rounds than Loma, it was a close fight. It was touch and go. It could have gone either way, but it wasn't a robbery. A lot of people saying it was a robbery. It wasn't a robbery. It was a close fight. It went Devin's way. I would have been okay had it gone Loma's way, Devin's way, or if it had been a draw. But like I told you, Loma had the better moments. I feel like Devin had the better fight. And there's a difference, right? Like I can have 20, 30 seconds of good moments where I'm touching you. But there's still another 2.5 minutes of the round that I didn't win.
Talk about the De La Hoya and Mayweather fight. You explained to me earlier about
Okay, so
still in the
I
moments.
don't know if this was Loma's strategy, but De La Hoya's strategy when he fought Floyd was to win moments and
Right.
at the end of the round, right? So Floyd would carry the round, control the round for 2.5 minutes. And De La Hoya's thing was, I'm going to try to steal the round in these last 20, 30 seconds.
Right.
So he would come out and try to throw a flurry in like the last 20, 30 seconds and win the moment and hopefully fool the judges into thinking he won the round.
Right.
Right? I don't know if that was Loma's strategy, but it looked similar.
You know what this remind me of? Battle rap. Because it's similar to the same thing what you're explaining.
Yeah.
Moments and rounds. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, in battle rap, nigga could be kicking your ass with personals,
Yep.
killing you for the whole his first round. Your second round, your first round, you come up. You could be slow, whatever. You get into a pocket where it's boom, 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 and then you land a haymaker and the crowd go crazy.
That's it.
It's like, who won that round?
And if you landed at the right time, right?
Yeah.
Like
Right, that part.
even in short periods of time, like we got recency bias. So if I win the end of the round, then it looks like I won the whole round.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus if I win the beginning of the round and you win the end of the round, you won the most recent part of the round. So that makes an impression on the judges. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Word.
what I feel like that may have been a strategy. I don't know if that was.
Who do you think looked better overall, though?
Man, that's tough.
What do you think, Rem?
I think overall Haney probably looked better. I mean, I'm a bootlegger, so I bootlegged the fight. So like throughout my fight, it was kind of skipping, and there was a couple errors that occurred and whatnot throughout my fight.
Right.
But from what I saw, I do think that Haney had like the better overall technical standpoint. But like we said, Loma had the bigger moments. Loma stole a lot of those later rounds. And I mean, it just depends on what the judges is looking for. That's when it's all said and done. Each judge is, has their own opinion as to like what they think is going to win a fight. So.
And that's the hard part about boxing because everybody has their preference and how they score a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like some people are more for power. Other people are more for punches landed.
That's what
you never know what kind of judge you got.
Absolutely. For someone who probably woke up like the 6th round, I feel like Loma won. I don't know why. Like he just looked better.
He won the back half of the fight.
Like,
and I think part of that is what you're saying. Like when the judges are left with the lasting impression at the end of the fight versus what you did in the first 3 rounds. The first 3 rounds was 15, 20 minutes ago. Last thing I saw was somebody getting knocked in their face. You know what I mean?
No question.
In the later rounds. So
that's
part of why I think Loma won because that's the most recent thing I remember is getting your head smacked back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, in amateur boxing, because you don't fight as many rounds, obviously, and when you're younger, you fight less minutes, but you want to win the first few seconds of the round and the last few seconds of the round because it looks better.
Right.
Who would you want to see Haney fight next?
Shakur.
For
Gotcha.
sure.
Of course.
Shakur gonna win that easy.
That's an easy fight.
I don't even really know the weight class.
Well, 130,
Yeah,
135.
Like, they fight 135.
So where's Spence and Crawford and all them at?
150, 147.
147. So who's in their class that like? Because it's like
Wasn't Tank moving up? Wasn't Tank moving up?
Tank goes between 135 and 140. I think he fought one fight at 140, but for the most part, he's 135. Devin's going to stay at 135. He said he's going to stay at 135 because he wants to fight Shakur and Tank.
Word.
But Devin's having a hard time making 35. So I don't know because Devin probably had to cut 25 pounds for the Loma fight.
He did.
True.
Yeah, he mentioned that.
Jeez.
He probably walks around at
That's crazy to have to lose weight like that.
I don't understand that, bro.
Whoa.
Like, Bama's be losing like 20 pounds in one day.
To get into that weight
How
class.
do you do that?
You don't
How do you lose?
20 pounds in a day. That's a little tough.
Yeah,
that's a hard
Well,
cut.
Was that exaggerated?
No, that wasn't exaggerated. I seen the what was it? Some joint. I forgot the name of the title, but it was pretty much about Lomo and the journey. And Haney was talking about how him losing that much weight, before weigh-in time and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm just like, how do you lose 15 to 20 pounds, bro?
It's the worst part of the sport is losing weight.
Isn't that
That's extreme.
Isn't that a thing with Tank's fights? I've seen something about that. Like what was the water loss thing? You know more than this than I do.
Tank in the Ryan Garcia fight had a rehydration clause.
But doesn't he always have that? From what I've seen, he's had that in multiple fights, and it's affected his opponent significantly.
Can someone explain that? What is the rehydration clause?
All right, so you know how sometimes a fighter will weigh in at a certain weight, and then the night of the fight, they'll be 15 pounds heavier than they were yesterday when they weighed in.
Gotcha.
That's a significant advantage. If I can come into a fight 20 pounds heavier than where I weighed in at, you know what I'm saying? And if you maintain that weight, now I'm 20 pounds heavier than you on fight night.
Yeah.
So Tank has a clause where you can only rehydrate so much up to a certain weight. Like you can't come in this fight 20 pounds heavier than me.
Which is still insane to me. So yesterday we weigh in at 135, and then tomorrow I could potentially weigh 150.
How?
That's insane. Your body is crazy.
Because they're just attaining water? Or?
It's because you cut water.
Water weight, and a lot. I mean, just not eating, literally, like doing everything you possibly can to get to your specific weight.
All right. So story, right? The first time we went to nationals, me and Cam, right, to the national championships, Cam was fighting 70 pounds. He went to weigh in the morning of the fight at like 5 o'clock in the morning. He was 71 pounds, right? You cannot fight in the national tournament if you're not on weight. You cannot be 0.1 over. If you're 0.1 over, you do not fight. So he was a whole pound over at 5 o'clock in the morning. He came back to the hotel. Coach called me. Cam's a pound over. So we had to put on his sauna suit, run on the treadmill, jump rope, work out, spit in a cup from the hotel back to weigh in again. Because you get to weigh in again if you miss weight. You have a time period, right? It's like a 3-hour jump. You just have to make weight within that window. He had to spit in a cup. No.
No,
drink. You can't drink the water. You're spitting to get out all the water.
Piss, you're spitting, you're getting all of the water out of your body. You spit until your mouth can't form any more spit. Pause. and he made weight. He was 70 pounds on the dot when we got back to weigh in. And this was he's 12 now. Cam was 9 or 10 years old, 70 pounds.
Jeez.
And that was coming down from 76 pounds. So we took 6 pounds off of a 9-year-old to make the tournament.
He must have been exhausted.
That's what I was
Yeah.
going to say.
Even when he lost the fight, one of the dudes that was in his corner was like, he was dehydrated. His mouth was white. But that's the sport.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
The gladiators, man.
That's the sport.
I don't see how
I mean,
you.
I get it.
How do
I
you,
mean,
how do you punch with with power and knowing that your body is exhausted of certain.
I mean, it's hard. That's why they talk about people being weight drained. When I saw Devin at the weigh-in, who was over Mandy's house, and they showed the video of the weigh-in the day before, I was like, he looks drained. Because I know he had to come down like 25 pounds.
Right.
I could look at his body and look at Loma's body and be like, Devin looks drained. Loma looked like, he looked full.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that's like probably
Devin was ripped like a
his weight.
motherfucker, but Devin was also dry. I could tell Devin ain't had no water left in his body.
Right.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's tough.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
insane, man.
wild. But I mean, hey, must have been a good fight.
It was a dope fight from what I
that's what's
saw.
up.
Hell of a
Again,
fight.
I tapped out, but the last 6 rounds was exciting.
Yeah.
Hell of a fight.
Yo, definitely. Yo, I want to do a follow up too, man. 2 weeks ago, we spoke about the Neely situation.
Right.
The young brother, the street artist that was on the
Right.
subway, ended up getting choked out.
Yeah.
So they recently, pressing charges against your man Daniel Penny.
Yeah, manslaughter.
Yeah, manslaughter, man.
I told y'all what it was going to be.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Steph
You
called
did
it.
say that. You called it.
Yeah, I'm. But you know what? The more that I read about Penny, though, it's like because I don't think it was racially motivated at all. But the fact that he had to intervene and choke that brother out for 15 minutes, I feel like there should be some type of penalty to him, to that situation. But it's like, how far? Like, because he's facing up to 15 years, right? Do you think that's suitable for that?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think
So
so.
you mean you think he should be facing more?
I don't know. I mean, it's just like
He killed somebody.
It's an awkward situation to be in, bro. That's all I can say. I don't know the brother from
What was
Mechanic
the
Pain.
motive? Is the because I mean I understood the part of what we already touched on last week.
2 weeks ago.
Or 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago, yeah. So, and then who's laughing? And then but I know he was, acting out on a train and doing all that, but he wasn't harming anyone.
Yeah. But that's it right there. That's the key.
So that's the part that gets me is he didn't harm anyone. And you killed him. You could have just hustled him off the train if that was the case. But you sat there and you killed him. And then that's all you get? You took a whole life.
I feel
Yeah.
up to 15, I should be up to maybe 20. But
Jesus.
15 is not bad. Like, I wouldn't, yeah. It's great.
I mean, I kind of agree with you. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't physically harm anybody
Yeah.
and you choked him out
Yeah.
to death, I mean, you probably should be facing some, you know what I mean? Like, it's different if he on the
Is it
train
proof
and
that he didn't
smacking
physically do it?
motherfuckers
Like-
and he's harming people, you know what I'm saying? That's a different ballgame.
Right. And he's not that
But-
big. He wasn't even that big of a guy.
Yeah.
Nah, he was a small guy. He was just hollering that he
Yeah,
was,
he was MJ.
hungry and just wilding out. It's just, I don't know. It kind of just sits with me kind of like what do you do? Because if you are in the subway, because remember that one time we was on the subway coming back from the Wizards game?
Yo.
Can you expound upon that?
You talk
No,
about
you talk about it.
talk about that shit, nigga.
So
That
listen.
nigga had his crotch in your face.
Yeah, all right, whatever, man. I wasn't going to talk about that part. I wasn't going to talk about
Your
that
face,
part.
not mine.
So listen, we're coming back from the Wizards game.
Yeah.
And
Tell a story right.
I'm gonna try. It's been a long time. So we was coming back from the Wizards game. It's me and Steph, and we're just cooling. And all of a sudden, you just hear like a bunch of just loud kids, just like whatever, hooting and hollering. So I look to my left, and it's a group of transgender. What were they, Steph?
It's like you watching kids.
To the
Nah,
I
this
have
wasn't
no legs.
kids. Nah, this wasn't kids. This is more like
it was on the train, or was it the bus
This,
or the
this,
train?
was,
It was on the train.
this was like before the full blown LGBT
Yeah.
movement and all of that type of shit. I mean, like the dudes would look like women, the women looked like niggas. Like it was just weird.
the
And
nigga had on spandex, like leggings, and his
standing-
man was
standing
hanging
in Paul-
out.
He was standing in Paul's face.
Yeah,
right?
it was like right in my face, right in my. But I don't know if it's Steph. I honestly felt threatened. Like I felt like what the fuck's about to happen because they were loud and like all the white people were looking at like them, like and at the time, I think Obama was running for president.
True.
Yeah,
so it just got real bad.
It was like it was just weird, man. But needless to say, I mean.
It's just a fact.
It was just like it was a moment, like because I'm looking at it, I'm like to myself, like I'm wondering if they like thinking like, and this is like you guys want a black president, like it was like one of those moments, like you know what I'm saying, because we wasn't represented at all, bro. Like it was a tribe of like this
situation,
like and
they were being like rude and disrespectful,
Jeez.
And then you feel like all the white people are like, why don't you guys do something? What the fuck
Yeah,
you want me to do?
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing.
Why don't you get up and do something?
Exactly, but yeah,
without choking somebody out and killing them.
But if Daniel Penny was there
That part.
and he intervened, I would have rooted for him.
They would have whooped his ass.
Probably.
They said I would have rooted for him.
I would have rooted for him. Like, thank you. I appreciate that because I felt threatened, bro. Like my man had
What did you
this.
do?
What did I do? I didn't do nothing. I
You just let the balls
I
hang?
stood straight. I just stood straight. I stood
He
straight.
just let the balls hang.
I couldn't even look to my left.
That's so sad.
Because it was. Yeah, man.
Was it, hold up.
Yeah, it was
that-
swaying.
Was that worse than the time we was at the club?
Oh no! Yeah, that was you. Yeah.
Sound like story time. in
But
this
we ain't want to
motherfucker.
kill him though. That's
Paul
the thing.
stories?
Nah, that wasn't.
You
That,
got a story?
yeah, that was you. Steph was about to get
We could do some
molested.
intro music for your story.
Yeah,
man.
man. it's the life.
No,
but
I was not about to get molested.
Are you kidding me,
What are you
bro?
talking about?
Yeah, wow.
First of all, we went.
wow.
Okay, so we went on a what was it? Like a
The little run, the little like 3 mile run or something like that. Like
and they had an after party at a club, right? Unbeknownst to us, it was actually like Gay Pride Week, right? We go to the club, my
Why do
nigga.
y'all keep getting in these
We
situations?
don't even know. But it got terrible because it fucked me up for like 2 weeks. Let me get to that, right? So we're cooling, and
I had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
and the whole section towards the bathroom
it was like Sodom and Gomorrah, bro. I'm talking about they were getting it on like men on men. And I looked at Steph. I was like, Steph, don't go back there, bro.
he said, hold on, that's what he said. He said, look. I was like, yo, I'm going to the bathroom. He said, yo, Steph, they will eat you alive.
Yo, check it, right? But hold on. It gets even more fucked up. Look, unbeknownst to me, I didn't peep until like when I like was walking around. My auntie and used to sell like food.
Right.
Like, whatever, outside, whatever, right? So as I'm leaving, I guess they spotted me. Nigga, I get a call a week later talking about, yo, Paul, there's a rumor going around that you gay. Swear to God, my mother, bro. I said, what the fuck, nigga?
Because you was inside the gym.
Because I was there.
He was there.
Like niggas, I'm like, nah. I'm like, dude, nah. So I'm defending myself.
He
but
was there and he was with me. You know, Paul had on booty shorts.
I did, man. I was. We was in the.
And what did you...
He had a cutoff. I think he had a cutoff.
And some sweatpants.
So you
like
was
a real
looking
nigga.
Dom and he was
some
looking
Timbs.
femme.
Nah.
This is
I don't know what was going on, man. But
the
the
number
shit.
10 walking slamming the
Yo,
gym.
I had some Timbs like a real nigga.
yeah, you ain't with Tim's on, nigga. You had some flip flops, nigga. You had some flip flops because your bunions was hurt, nigga. Don't lie. But yeah,
Oh, that was real masculine.
That was wild.
Nah.
Frankie Sanders. Frankie had them Jesus sandals on, man.
He was keeping his peace in
Another
his Jesus
situation
peace.
where we needed Daniel Penny, but
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
yeah, I just wanted to follow up on that because that was a fucked up
that's
situation,
wild,
man.
Yeah, it definitely was
You know
wild.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
But at least there's some type of justice coming down.
Right,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Something.
I guess we
you
could
know
look
what
at
I'm
it
saying?
that
It's just
way.
not,
Yeah, but it's right though, because like I said, a lot of times when these police officers be getting off on these charges, it's because they overcharge and they charge them with shit that is extremely difficult to convict on.
convicted for. Yeah, that's a fact.
When you charge a nigga for first degree murder, you got to prove intent, malice, forethought.
Yes.
There's a lot of things you got to prove.
Yeah, you do.
Do you agree
And
with
you
the
can only-
Walgreens situation?
The who?
The brother in San Francisco, I think it was San Francisco. There was a homeless guy that was trying to leave the Walgreens, and security guards trying to stop him and whatnot. They going at it on the ground, whatever. The dude gets up. The security guard lets him leave, or lets go of him rather. As the guy's like leaving, he turns back around and he like, because he was threatening him like, I'm gonna stab you, whatever. So when the dude turned around and lunged at him, security guard shot him, killed him, shot him one
Yeah.
time in the chest.
You killed him. Yeah.
Go figure, bro.
Walmart or Walgreens?
Yeah,
What you
Well,
security
think?
guard
Walgreens,
having a
it was
gun in
Walgreens, it was
Walgreens.
Walgreens.
I ain't never seen security at Walgreens.
I'm pretty sure that they're supposed to let them people leave though. I could be wrong here, but I know CVS specifically. CVS does not stop robberies in any way, shape, or form.
A lot of stores do.
A lot of stores
are,
do, yeah.
A lot of stores are like that. So
yeah.
I don't know. It's a little rough.
I mean, he felt threatened. He said, "I'm gonna stab you with a knife." He also was spitting on him. You know what I mean? Like the homeless guy was spitting on the security guard.
I don't know. Taking a life is always difficult. It's always a difficult thing, like to put time on, like whether it's a cop, whether it's
true.
It's your boy you talking about Penny or whatever. Like, it's always difficult to put time on taking a life because when it's all said and done, whether you're right or wrong, you kind of want to give him something because you took a life. Like, I mean, there's only certain situations where if somebody's trying to take your life, then they like then you're okay, I guess. But there's a lot of scenarios where people take lives, and it's just like.
I mean, I don't know if you guys heard this other story too, and I don't think I mentioned it in our group, but like 2 weeks ago, the guy was I don't know if he had a stolen U-Haul or something, but he was down on Richmond Highway.
I seen that.
And him and the officer got to scuffling, and that
the McDonald's.
By the McDonald's, yeah. And so, long story short, the officer's partners came, you know what I mean, to try and defuse the situation, but they had shot at the guy already. And so you can see in this one particular video how the guy is like falling out of the officer's truck, but then the other officer just like looks like he stands right over top of him and just shoots him.
First of all, he didn't fall out the truck. The officer yanked his ass the fuck about the truck.
Okay, but he still was lifeless.
Yeah, because he already got shot like 15 times
already.
Yeah,
wrestling with the cop and the joint reversed and everything.
Yeah,
it crashed a whole bunch of shit. But when he pulled him out the truck and walked over top and hit him 2 more times.
I mean, he just walked right over him.
Stepped over him. I'm like, God damn.
That was
those are the 2 shots I think he's going to end up getting charged
for it. Yeah, he didn't have to do that. And the way he did it, though, he did that shit like, nigga, like, I'm going to put you down. Like he just
like
killed the
president. At that point, the threat is neutralized.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You already won. It's over.
Mm-hmm. But that last one he did, I was just like, whoa.
Exactly. That's crazy.
Like you said, it's truly going to depend on what they charge him with. Mm-hmm. They got to charge him with the right thing that is huge. And I'd asked for the mic earlier because I was going to say that I always remember the Casey Anthony case. A lot of people were upset about the Casey Anthony case and the fact that she got off. She was charged with the wrong thing.
Yeah,
they charged her with premeditated as if she planned it. I think it happened, and then she tried to cover it up. It was an accident. And you know what I'm saying? So
but it wasn't right.
You got to charge the person with the right thing, and you can't be mad about it when they either win or lose in court. Like, charge them with the wrong shit.
It's almost impossible to convict a police officer on a first-degree murder charge because you have to prove that this nigga came to work today to kill this individual.
Yeah.
You need Annalise Keaton. You need How to Get Away with Murder.
You know what though, bro? I feel like when you are in a
secrets,
when you hold a level of authority when it comes to being able to either shoot, apprehend, like, you know, being a security guard, I feel like they all have the same mindset, like, damn, this was an opportunity for me to get my rocks off. The reason why I bring this up, I was watching this joint, and this dude who runs this, like, he has a security team, and he was talking about being in the club, and how, like, these 2 females get into it, and they smacking him, jabbing him, but he's like, he can't do nothing because she's like 4'8", the other girl's like 4'11".
Oh, punch the shit out of that.
Right. But that was his whole demeanor. Like, bro, he was so upset that he couldn't get his rocks off. He was like, man, we just punished 6 niggas last week. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I couldn't. So it's like when you have that in your head already, like, I'm just waiting for a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I know bouncers that's like that.
Yeah.
I've known niggas that be like, oh, I'm waiting for some shit to pop off.
You feel me?
Tonight. They just looking, ready for some action. I'm like, nigga, I mean, you in the right job.
You in the right job. I just feel that same frequency.
Don't how them niggas was down Adams Morgan.
Yeah,
that's how every spot
no
down
question.
there, every bouncer in Adams Morgan was like that. They was ready for some shit to pop off.
Absolutely,
they wanted to throw a nigga out, and then want to
stomp
fight
him out. Yeah.
I
don't know. I just feel
isn't it a difference between a security officer and a police officer?
Took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly what I was going to say. It's a big difference.
Yeah,
in that. Like security guards and whatever. Like they
take different oath too.
It's like I mean, there's a big difference in a police officer and the stuff they have to deal with on a day to day. Versus a security guard that has to deal with the unruly drunk person.
That person,
there's a big difference in the two.
No, for sure.
I'm not sympathetic towards police officers killing unarmed people, but I understand like the mindset of I have to make it home tonight.
Yeah.
I gotta go home tonight.
That's with any occupation.
Yeah, well, within the occupation.
Real shit.
Okay.
But that one is a little bit higher.
Hazards are higher.
You know,
Yeah, it is.
I gotta go home tonight.
I was a security guard. I worked security at a strip mall in Atlanta when I was down there, and like I tried to like mind my business. It's hard, you know what I'm saying. I'm not jumping out because nigga, I ain't got nothing but a whistle. Like real shit.
Top flight.
They get a nigga a whistle, nigga.
My nigga, I had a whistle. I had a whistle in the golf cart.
If you need help,
like
I had a little wand. I had to hit these little buttons every time that know
if you
make
ever
my
need
rounds
help,
and shit.
this is your best friend.
Yeah,
Just fucking
nigga.
with you.
No.
Hey, look, I would call 911. I had a motherfucking little template to call 911. Some shit pop off, real shit. But you know, it's different. But you don't take an oath, but you in the class and you got to pass certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
nah, you wasn't.
You have to. It's certain situations that you have to know,
Right.
or you have to act accordingly.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not supposed to just jump into action like a motherfucking cop.
No, I feel you.
know
I just
what
feel
I'm saying?
like maybe certain positions kind of like require you to be on go time. You know what I'm saying? And when you can't get your rocks off because a young lady has smacked you in your face, it's like, you know what? I can't wait till the next nigga. I'm going to beat the shit out of her.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you can trip her, leg sweep her or something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, he did. You know, he went on to explain that he got one of his females, homies that's on his team too, who's an MA fighter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To, handle her business
Yeah.
and whatnot. But it was
Sad.
just, but the way he was talking though, he had just so much
Sad.
bravado. Like, man,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro.
Yeah, no, that dude, it's like fucking get stung by a bee repeatedly, nigga. If a female keep hitting you in the face,
Yeah,
it's happened to me before. Yeah, you can't do nothing about it.
you can.
I mean,
right.
you can, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yo, chill. That's all you got to do. Just chill. You're like really, it's like
Nah, listen.
it's like an insect in
I
your
got
fucking face.
I
like,
got
real
limits,
shit.
nigga.
Huh?
I don't know.
What's
I got
your limit?
limits.
Is it two?
I don't know
two
what
jabs?
it is. I don't know what it is, but I have them.
I'm not sure the specifics. There's no.
I just feel like if as being a woman, I feel like if you challenge a man, then that's it. I mean, I don't condone any type of abuse with.
No, hell no.
But what I'm saying is, if you jump in a man's face and you beating and fighting at him, he's supposed to just stand there. No, you challenging him.
I
Just
gotta
like you
defend
challenge
myself
a
against all
woman.
enemies, foreign and domestic.
There's only a certain number of balled up fist punches to the face that I'm going to take from anyone, male, female,
Right.
transgender, any of the above.
All pronouns.
All pronouns, he, she, they, her, all of that.
Them.
These are
At
facts.
some point, when you have a balled up fist and you punching me in my face, I'm going to have to defend myself at some point.
Right.
At the
Like, I
end,
don't know what that line is, like Steph said. I don't know. It's like 4 punches, 5 punches, but at some
might
point,
be
I'm
the
going to
first
defend
one.
myself.
at the end of the day,
two.
at the end of the day, everybody
Give
needs
it
to
two.
keep their hands to their fucking selves.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
I got suspended for that shit.
That's
before.
it.
That's true.
In
Keep
middle
your hands
school,
to yourself.
nigga. Middle school. I don't know if y'all remember Laverne.
Of course.
I remember the scenario.
I got yeah.
We was pencil
Oh.
fighting.
Pencil. Where?
She wasn't pencil fighting. It was me and somebody else.
Mhm.
We was in I think their class or some shit. We was pencil fighting, and she came out of nowhere and just chopped my pencil. Like while I'm in the middle, like, yo, what the fuck? I was kind of winning. You know what I'm
mad?
saying?
You didn't have a number 2 Chinese pencil though.
I
Remember them
did.
joint?
I
Oh,
did.
word. Okay.
And I squeezed.
be
I
a
took
number
the
two.
eraser
And you
out.
bent the eraser.
Better
Took
be
the
a
eraser
number
out
two.
and bent
Cheater.
the motherfucking joint, bent the metal part at the top.
No question.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's how
saying?
you crack the pencil. For real. Exactly.
Yeah.
This is
But she chopped the joint. I said, "What the fuck you doing?" The bitch stole me. And I was like, "Yo, chill." And she hit me again, like twice, 2 hooks to the face,
Wow.
bro. I just pushed her. I didn't even hit her. I just like pushed her over the desk and shit. I'll get suspended. This bitch stole on me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
that's story.
Yeah.
Some special ed.
Yeah, in special ed. Hold on, Slim. Nah, man. I was a dolphin. That's when I was a dolphin.
In special ed.
Nah, what you mean?
Yeah.
Didn't have special ed in dolphins?
Nah, man.
No.
Oh, we did. Oh yeah.
Stefan's laugh is so sinister, man.
That's the class. Kenneth Beckham and them was in.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I think Kenneth came 7th grade, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah,
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
supposed to be in 9th grade though.
Supposed to be 9th grade.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Time we caught up with him.
Y'all gotta relax.
I actually seen him walking down the street at
All right, y'all gotta
Benita
relax.
Fitzgerald out of my way. Yeah,
Yeah, he
Yeah,
lives out
just-
there.
Kenneth.
Yeah,
Kenneth,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
my nigga.
yeah. Now shout out to the homie.
Southeast. He was beating a nigga up in the motherfucking bathroom. I can't remember who it was. He was fucking somebody up.
For real?
And was screaming
Screaming out
Southeast. Every punch he hit, he landed. Southeast. That shit was crazy.
That's gangster, nigga. Yeah. Yo, shout out to him for that. That's amazing. That's
Gunston
hilarious.
days, huh? Gunston days. I think you had something about Gunston too.
What's that?
Speaking of Gunston days.
Oh no, yeah, yeah, great. No, I was just following up on the young boy who was the
cotton picking
situation. Yeah, his family suing for $10 million.
$10 million, yeah.
They gonna get it. They're gonna get part of it.
I hope.
They're gonna get part of it. They're not gonna
I
get the
hope
full
somebody
10.
discriminates against one of my children. Like, please
You
make
just
my
waiting
kids
for
pick
it?
cotton, bro. Like we said. The
That's
fuck?
crazy.
Well, it was
You need that
10
check.
million.
it was the aftermath though.
They gonna settle out of court for like $4 million.
I'm thinking 2.5.
Two?
I was getting ready to say that.
I'm thinking about 2.5.
Yeah.
Sign me up right now.
I don't give a fuck.
Well,
So
sign me up right
2.5
now.
is
Which one
2.5
of my
I ain't
children
had.
do you need to pick cotton?
They are
Yeah, but here's the
definitely
thing though,
proper.
it's the psychological abuse that he's going through after the situation. Like he's being picked on, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's been traumatic for him.
Sign me up.
I agree. Please.
Arlington County got too good of lawyers. They're gonna get about $2 million. They're not gonna get that full 10. No way, no haps.
Nah, but they asked for 10 knowing they wasn't gonna get 10. So.
Exactly.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta go-
Right.
you
Absolutely.
gotta go higher
Right.
so that you can, talk it down. But yeah, they're gonna get some money.
That's what I'm saying. We was talking about at the crib the other day. They could have sued for $100,000 and they would have got $10,000. But they made the smart move, sue for $10 billion. So now they're gonna settle for like 1, 2, 3.
Absolutely. I don't understand what the substitute teacher was even
Man,
thinking.
what's the stars?
Like, why would you even?
Because people are just reckless. They don't care about how they say things these days. And a lot of times, especially with us, they don't think nobody's going to retaliate.
Yeah, but the only black child in a class full of whatever foreigners,
Was he
whites,
the only
whatever,
black child?
he was the only black kid.
And you
apparently.
a sub.
And
How
you
you
was-
come in
yeah,
as
and
a
you a
sub
sub,
and
yeah.
do this shit?
Right.
And he had to put like oil or
Vaseline.
something,
He had to put
Vaseline
Vaseline
on his nose.
nose.
And he picking cotton with his nose, man.
And that's the thing, though. When she asked,
He had
like,
to crawl on the ground and pick
Yeah.
cotton with. Oh yeah, Slim.
It's not
Like
funny.
a-
It's not
Them old
funny.
ass middle school carpets.
I'm laughing, but it's not funny.
it's
I-
not because
No, because I'm at that school and I might not even get the lawsuit
Nick,
out.
dog.
You're not making my kid pick up no
I ain't
cotton with their
fucking
nose
with
because
Nick,
you're going to be
man.
on the ground picking up the cotton with your nose.
Nah, I feel you.
nah.
And
Whole
it,
time.
Are you gonna use cotton to stop that bleeding?
Or something. It's something. That's not going to slide. No.
Fact, you be walking around with cotton in your motherfucking nose. nigga.
Both
What the fuck
nostrils.
is you- Yeah, right.
nah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. But you know.
Yeah.
At least they're pursuing it though, because there's a lot of people who just don't.
Just
Well,
let
what's
that shit
crazy
slide.
is that one of my coworkers, an elderly woman, she was talking about how her cousins from Baltimore was coming down to protest. Like I was just, air
Coming down to
hustling.
protest that situation?
Yeah, and I'm like,
wow.
damn, is that big? So I ended up
Yeah.
Googling it and just to follow up, and I did see like they interviewed the mom and whatnot and the dad, and they were just like, baffled as to why it took place. You know what I'm saying? The aftermath
Right.
as far as the young man being traumatized and whatnot,
Yeah.
and what they sued him for. But I'm just like, damn, is that big of a deal?
I mean, I understand all that initial outrage, but if one of my kids come home and be like, they made me pick cotton, we probably gonna have a cookout.
No question. Yeah, we made it. We made it. We made it.
Fuck out of here, all y'all
You
invited.
was set. Yeah, you was set for life. College
Yeah.
tuition. Absolutely.
That shit crazy.
What else
Invite
did they
your
do to
friends,
you?
nigga.
Exactly.
I mean, speaking on that, like type of shit, like I'm walking to Walmart the other day, do my grocery shopping and shit. And I walk past the little section and shit. They got Juneteenth shirts. What type of shit is that? Juneteenth shirts, like it's like Memorial Day or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Celebration. Like that shit's fucked up to me. I don't
Yeah.
think that should be selling on shit like that.
Maybe not.
But it is a celebration.
I mean, it is, but not for Walmart, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I can see if you walked into a black-owned store or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But Walmart, dog, real shit.
Well, how do we know that somebody black didn't create the shirt and then get it pitched into Walmart?
That's a good question.
That's
That-
a good, yeah.
Honestly,
I feel you.
I don't see what the
I
big
hear
deal.
that.
I don't see what the big deal is. To be honest,
She got you there.
I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't see. All right, it's like Juneteenth itself. I feel like was being more celebrated now since everything that happened like during COVID. You know what I'm saying, with the George Floyd. Same reason why the commanders changed their name. And all that
absolutely.
shit, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It was the world trying to make shit right. Which, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, it's like y'all kind of like y'all missing the point. You know what I'm saying? Like this is my third year getting Juneteenth off as a holiday at work. Like, nigga, I mean, I thank you for that, but it wasn't necessarily needed. The same thing, like I said before, taking Uncle Ben off the box, taking Aunt Jemima off the box. You know what I'm saying? Like, those weren't the problems.
You're right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, at all. It's bigger than that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But just like, y'all just like, oh, we giving y'all Juneteenth. shut the fuck up.
You saying it's like
You know what I'm
pacification?
saying? Like it's like a pacifier.
Right.
What do you think
You know
about
what
that,
I'm
Brim?
I don't know. I mean, it depends. Do you want to celebrate it?
Right.
Do you want to celebrate Juneteenth? If you want to celebrate Juneteenth, then somebody's going to profit off it.
Absolutely.
Somebody's going to make a T-shirt. Somebody's going to profit of it. Somebody's going to make paper plates. Somebody's going to make cups. It's going to happen regardless. Now, I agree that it probably should come from an African American, a
100%.
black household. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Somebody should be. Those people should be pitching the ideas and providing that
100%.
the materials. But like,
If it's a white person that's profiting off of it, that's an issue.
right?
It could
That's
be
an
an issue,
issue.
but if it's a white person profiting off of it, they move forward to kick off the idea. I'm not saying that it's right, but what I'm saying is everything's a business.
Yeah.
So
Everything.
if I can beat you to the punch because I know you're going to procrastinate,
Right.
or you don't have the connects that I have, we're going to go look for it, the resources, right? I'm going to take it.
Right.
Are you saying black people procrastinate?
Oh,
Is that what you said?
That's what it's called, nigga time.
What time did we get here today, everybody?
Nigga time.
I was on time.
I was,
I was young.
I feel you.
I was about to say I was here, but Paul was actually here before me.
Yeah.
Okay, so just a little bit. Some things. I'm not trying to
No, I'm just.
down us as a people, but
Do
we
y'all
all
watch?
know.
Do y'all happen to watch like Black Lady Sketch Show?
I do.
I watched a few.
Nah, what is that?
The,
HBO?
the newest episode was kind of touching on what I'm talking about.
Okay.
They had in that first episode, it was like, it's sketches, you know what I'm saying? But it was just talk about a black lady on there, talk about Juneteenth,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? And how like all these corporate, it's like corporate slavery almost in a way. It's where corporate people or corporate businesses are profiting off of this holiday type of thing. And they
Well, let's
they
keep
got
it funky,
slogans,
like,
they got
well,
certain slogans and shit that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just
How many people have been celebrating Juneteenth though? That's what I want to know because
I feel like
I feel like everybody was putting so much energy and effort into 4th of July.
I feel like nobody was celebrating
That
Juneteenth
part.
until an episode of Blackish came out,
that's a fact.
Come on.
and they really
That's a
they
fact.
highlighted
That's what I'm
Juneteenth.
saying.
Most motherfuckers
And
didn't
Black
even
AF.
know Juneteenth was
Existed,
a thing
right.
until they watched that episode of Blackish. My nigga,
I did not know
I agree
Juneteenth was
with
a
you.
thing to maybe like 2
100%.
years ago.
you know what episode I'm talking about though?
Yeah, and it was the same thing on Black AF. If you watch that, he had a whole Juneteenth
Right.
cookout. You know, but he's the same writer for Blackish, so it's the same shit.
Now I
but-
believe like the elders, they celebrated that stuff from like the elderly
never
people.
heard nobody.
I'm
celebrate
talking
that.
about the down south elderly people. I think they celebrated that, and
Those are the- they were
and
actually-
they had their
you're talking about the ones
traditions,
with actually slaves.
You know,
And
but
is Juneteenth even accurate? I thought
slaves.
Juneteenth wasn't even accurate.
I couldn't
is
tell you.
anything even accurate?
I
these
know.
days?
Well, I, from what I remember reading, I could be wrong here, but when I remember reading, Juneteenth happened. They announced that everybody was free. Da 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 da. And then there was like certain states. Right, there was a certain state that was just like, yeah, nah, we don't acknowledge that. We don't acknowledge that. And it didn't happen for
I don't
another
know.
6 years or something
I'm
like
gonna be honest,
that.
I do not
until it was free.
Why do we call it Juneteenth? Why is it not June 19th? What the fuck is Juneteenth? Juneteenth.
I just work here. I have no idea.
June.
We're gonna celebrate all the teens.
That's
Okay.
I think that represents that. Like maybe just like
We started at 13.
12
It's a whole
What?
week.
to 13.
Teen.
Right. Yeah,
forget
you're
what's
right.
I said
right.
teens.
Well,
nigga.
yeah,
12
you're right.
don't have a teen.
Well, I was thinking
nigga.
a whole week. I was thinking from the 12th to the 19th. That'd be a whole week.
When you become a teenager, you're 13, nigga.
That's a fact. That's a
Niggas,
fact.
niggas ain't
That's
12
a fact.
teen. Oh, this, niggas
No,
ain't 12
no,
teen.
no, no. You're right. But I'm just thinking about a
Yeah,
whole
because
week.
12s are tweens.
I'm thinking about
Yeah, now.
yeah.
But
This a whole week to
that's, a,
celebrate.
that's a new pronoun. Shit,
Right.
I feel like that's a new pronoun.
What tweens?
Shit, tween.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Mm.
The way the world is.
It is.
Hey, man, real quick, though, man. I want to say
good?
happy birthday to my nigga B.I.G., Biggie Smalls.
Oh yeah.
It's a fact.
Yeah, rest in
That's a
peace.
fact.
Rest in peace to the GOAT.
Yep.
You
They
know,
were celebrating over in DC
May 21st.
yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir. The GOAT.
I don't know why I always thought he died in March.
It's debatable. Yeah, I feel you. It's debatable. You know, 2 albums, 2 classic
Definitely
albums.
Debatable.
Debatable what? What's that?
GOAT.
Oh, Biggie?
I mean,
Nah.
only person close to it is Jay.
Nah,
Huh?
yeah, it's just it's,
What?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how these conversations when we talk about dead people who are the GOAT, it always like it bothers me to be honest.
longevity is a huge part of being the GOAT, and unfortunately,
Yeah,
he ain't have it.
he didn't have it. You know,
He died.
exactly.
Unfortunately,
So how
he
do
didn't
you-
have it.
So why is he considered the GOAT?
Oh, nah.
I'm sorry. You can't be the GOAT for your 3 years of production when another nigga got 20.
But how did they label everybody else the GOAT that's passed away?
I don't.
But my thing is,
like
my
the
thing
MJs, like Michael Jackson and all these people.
Yeah, that's
Well,
different.
Michael Jackson had 50 years of music.
Yeah, that's
I get it, but he's dead, so he's can't
but
be considered to go.
But his body of work,
Right, his body of work still lives.
because it's bigger. No, pause. Because it's there's no good way to say this, but it's lengthy. That's a bad.
Oh, God.
All right, okay. This is what we doing.
Yeah, that's what we doing.
Why did y'all do that at the same time?
You took
Everybody
it
saying,
there.
yeah, like, y'all niggas are the ones.
Nah.
y'all niggas,
Y'all
man.
are the ones.
I just think when it comes to catalogs and
Long period.
body of works, those are the conversations we should be
Okay,
having.
right.
Versus,
That's true.
you know, my man died within 2 years because he put out 2 classic albums, according to you. That makes him great.
I
Not
think
not
he is
just that.
still great.
It was also an impact, and he changed the way motherfuckers rap.
Biggie did?
Yes.
Maybe to a certain degree, but when you talk about
Nas is a GOAT. Nas changed before niggas started rapping like, you know, like it's Rakim and not Rakim changed the fucking whole rap game. For
Okay.
one. Niggas was rapping fucking Sugar Hill Gang type shit.
Okay.
Before Rakim came in.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Rakim and Big Daddy Kane kind of changed up some shit. You know what
Gotcha.
I'm saying?
Right.
Then Nas took the torch
Yeah,
and changed
Nas is
that
a
up.
goat.
You know what I'm saying? Then from Nas it was big. Cause if you think Nas kind of birthed Wu-Tang style in a way.
You think so?
Yes, nigga, all that intellectual talk that
I don't know.
I don't know.
Nas wasn't-
I feel you. I'm
Nas
sorry.
wasn't God body like that.
Let me rewind that. I think Wu came out before
Nas was
Nas.
like that, though.
So Wu and Nas kind of like they like neck to neck to me. Wu came out 92, Nas was 94.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they from that same cloth as far as the 5%ers, the talking, the knowledge and being more like, you know, intellectual with their shit, their wordplay and all that was different. They were more vivid as far as their rapping skills. Biggie came out, he took on that at the same time, but added more street shit to his shit.
Gotcha.
Biggie is the birth of the J's, the Jay-Z's, the fucking
I believe that absolutely.
the Fabs, like all that shit. That whole all that shit that was big.
I don't know, bro, because you had a lot of people at the time rapping. You had the AZs. You had the if you want to even take it to the source, we talk about Big L's. Like you had all these dudes who were rapping intellectually.
Big L was an intellectual rapper.
Shit,
Big
He
L
was
was
spitting,
Big
pause.
L. Big L was a punchliner.
Punchliner, but he was still talking that shit though.
He talked street shit. It wasn't. He didn't get intellectual, nigga. Like real shit. It wasn't like on a Nas level where Nas was like
No,
really
not as.
prophesizing type shit.
You're right.
You know what I'm
I can
saying?
say that.
Big L was a real Harlem flamboyant. That was his shit. Flamboyant entertainment. He was flashy. He was talk about the street life and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he did it in a witty way with his punchlines. Was crazy.
I don't know. I feel like Illmatic was a street oriented album. It wasn't
It was
prophesizing
to me,
and
it
all
was
that.
street oriented, but it was like the Bronx Tale. You watch the Bronx Tale. That's Illmatic to me. It was the you know you were talking about the area you from Queensbridge,
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
nigga, like he went in and talked about Queensbridge and painted it like a fucking movie. When you listen to Illmatic, it's a fucking movie. Like real shit. It's like
But that's how Biggie
scenes,
did too.
like Goodfellas type shit. He was on that
Painted
Goodfellas
like a
Mafia type shit, to where it was like it's bigger than this.
Absolutely.
Bigger than rap. You know
I just
what I'm
don't. I
saying?
don't rate Biggie as like my top 5.
Biggie's
to be
top
honest.
5.
I don't know.
Biggie's top 5 all time.
Good albums, but just didn't really
He has the
captivate
best,
me like that.
And I seen in the group text who was talking about this. I think Manny brought it up. Manny
the
brought it
Tupac
up.
The best double.
The best double this album, Life After Death, by far.
That
I'm gonna
don't-
have to go back and listen to
That
it.
don't make you top 5 though.
But
For some,
I'm not
it
saying
makes
he's
it
not.
top 5.
I'm just saying that doesn't make him top.
When I
5.
think about GOAT rappers, other than the lyrics, I'm thinking about this influence, right? Biggie did not influence me at all. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, as far as rapping, his vernacular.
But he had a
his-
whole group of people that he did influence.
That's fine.
Heavy. Like,
that's fine.
in
but
New York.
I don't know.
I think
everybody
influence,
has
I don't know,
people
nobody-
to influence.
I think
Nobody-
influence gets too much credit.
You think what?
I think influence gets too much credit.
Yeah, but
So as Nick was saying, Biggie influenced Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z, who I think is the GOAT. Biggie clearly influenced Jay-Z. He had a significant, impact to
Right.
Jay-Z's career.
right.
So does that mean that Jay-Z can't pass him because I influenced you?
Just like George Gervin influenced Michael Jordan.
Right. Michael Jordan, right. Just like LeBron, Michael Jordan influenced LeBron. So you can't pass the person to influence you? Like, it's not possible?
here's a good one.
No, I
too.
think that's
can
possible.
we, I'm sorry, I agree with you saying, but you can't skip Kobe. That's all. Michael Jordan
one-
influenced
I ain't
Kobe.
gonna lie.
No
Kobe's my
one-
player, dog. That's the
LeBron.
only reason why
I'm
I
sorry.
like the Lakers.
I think
You're right.
to
You're right.
me,
We can't skip Kobe. Respect
Definitely
to Kobe.
can. He is the
R.I.P.
GOAT,
Kobe.
dog. He is the GOAT.
Who's the GOAT?
The GOAT at what?
He was the GOAT.
At
Who?
what?
Basketball.
Yes. What are you
Kobe
talking
was the
about?
GOAT?
At
Everybody knows. Come on, dog.
Kobe wasn't better than
I'm
Jordan.
not going back and forth with you.
Kobe wasn't better than Jordan.
You can't. Because I'm going to win.
I don't care. I don't care.
I'm going to
I don't
win.
care.
Yeah, MJ's better than
I'm
Kobe all
gonna-
day.
I'm gonna stick beside him. I'm gonna stick beside him.
Over Kobe for sure.
All day.
And Braun over.
Hey, look, for Steph, your argument,
super
I
sad.
understand your side where longevity is GOAT status. I get that. I understand. Like, you know, we jump to basketball. We jump to basketball now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand.
But that's good, though, because we got to get into this Josh shit.
Yeah, we definitely got to get into the Josh shit. But
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand your position on on LeBron. You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't in no position.
yeah,
man.
nah, you know, that's what I
He,
pause
Yo,
that,
my
man.
he sized you up.
Yo,
he put you in a
yeah,
corner.
I didn't size anything
Tell
up.
that nigga relax, man.
But
Tell this nigga relax, man. I don't know what the fuck.
but just the career that LeBron's had, you know what I'm saying, no major injuries. He, you know what I'm saying, of course he's going to break all the records that's been up there.
Best
Because
ability is
he's been
availability.
there longer.
LeBron is superhuman. I don't care.
No,
don't
I
care.
can't put that against. I
The
don't put
best
it against him.
ability
But
is
LeBron is not
availability.
human. I don't care.
He's human now, but he has not been human. But he's human now.
he's been human the past few years.
Is AI?
But you know, it is what it is. But let's get into this Josh shit, man. What's up?
Before
What's
y'all
up?
do though, right? Because y'all
Yeah.
brought up influence and can you surpass someone who influenced you, right? Where would you rate Lil Wayne and Jay-Z
That's what
Where would I wait?
as far as that GOAT status? Now, Jay-Z's my favorite rapper, right?
It's
But if-
Hov.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. But as far as influence in the culture,
Mhm.
like I feel like Lil Wayne, just for me, just the optics is the reason why niggas in DC or just started getting dreads. I swear to you,
or
bro.
anybody in the rap game got
Like-
dreads and tattoos on their face, and all that
he
shit.
like
Really.
he set a tone that hasn't been done again.
But hold on.
no, it has been
But
done
if
again.
you're gonna make it about influence,
Not just influence, though. I'm just talking about outside of the influence with the lyrics. Like you can't not rate and say Lil Wayne's not top 5 when it comes to lyrics, right?
I can.
What?
That is crazy.
I can't say he's not top 5 when
He's
it comes
not
to
Why?
when
lyrics.
it comes to lyrics.
I don't know.
For me, I look at lyrics in a different light.
Okay,
I have my own. I have a different type of list.
okay,
I have a top 5 lyricists
gotcha.
where Hove might be top 5 in that list, but I don't feel like Hove is a better lyricist than.
Is Biggie a better lyricist than Jay-Z?
nah.
I wouldn't say that. No.
Okay, how about this? Is Biggie in your top 5 as far as lyrics?
No.
But yet he's GOAT. That's crazy.
He's
How the fuck are you GOAT, but you're not top 5 as far as lyrics?
he can hit all categories except for
Good
one.
question.
How? Because he's a great storyteller.
The storytelling.
Who's better storyteller,
Flow.
Nas or Biggie?
That's
Come
a
on,
tough one.
It's Nas
It's
all day,
definitely
my
Nas.
nigga.
It's Nas. It's Nas.
I don't know. I mean, that's neck and neck for me.
I just don't
I
know.
feel like
neck and
Wayne
neck
is
I
a
don't know
lyricist.
how someone
I keep that's
can
neck and neck
rap
for me.
for
I feel
like
like Wayne
5
is a
years,
lyricist.
die,
But
yet
also
be rated as top.
Also, it comes into the what you were saying earlier, longevity.
Right.
Niggas about the name as far as lyricists might have been better lyrically than Big has been. You know what I'm saying? Period. So like Royce the 5'9",
Okay,
top 5 lyricist.
anybody checking for him? But go ahead.
But that's because they're like battle rappers.
Nah, Royce ain't no bad
I
rapper.
mean,
Royce,
Nah.
Yo,
but
this-
he's-
that nigga.
but you-
Your list
I mean,
is
Royce
different
5'9"
as
is
shit.
shit like that. I'm
He's
not
got
gonna take no
he's
credit
got
from him.
Bushwick Bill.
But-
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Nah, look,
Little C's. He got little C's on his list.
I guarantee you, so
I know
many
you
hip
hear
hop
me on
heads
the
would agree
radio.
with me on
Come
that.
on, man.
Royce,
All right,
Fonte from Lil Brother
all right.
is a way better lyricist.
I'm a Fonte fan. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. He
man.
birthed Drake to me.
Yes,
That- he birthed Drake to
He
me.
did birth Drake.
Yeah.
But that's a different conversation. I'm not disregarding your list.
Drake even said that though.
Crazy
Drake
Bone.
said that Fonte.
I've
is
heard
his-
that.
is-
Absolutely.
yeah, that's who he got
Yeah.
his shit
You said
from.
Crazy Bone?
That's on
You
Nick's
said
list.
Crazy
Crazy
Bone?
Bone. Crazy Bone on
Relax.
Nick's list.
Nah, Saha the Prince is a great lyricist.
He is a great
He's
lyricist,
great and a
but-
wonderful storyteller. But
They all come from Big Tree though. That's the thing. All them rappers I'm naming would say that Big was the GOAT, and that's just where I kind of sit with it. Jay would tell you Big was the GOAT.
Jay would tell you. Jay would tell you he was the GOAT.
They followed
Out
a
of
blueprint.
respect,
That's
man.
why they said that out of respect.
Out of respect, I just can't. I don't see Jay-Z saying Biggie was better than me. Like, I can't.
Hov would tell you he's the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Now,
right?
I ain't better than Big. I'm the closest one.
Yeah.
Right.
I've heard him say that. Yeah,
That's a bar. That's a bar. That's a fact.
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Big. He's one of the GOATs. How about that?
Nah,
Does that sound better?
I hear you.
He's one of the GOATs. He's
I just don't.
He's
rate,
on Mount Rushmore.
I don't rate Biggie like most people do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Biggie's on it.
Biggie's on it. Yeah.
Who's the other two before we get into Ja?
It's three. Other three.
Other three, my bad.
Nas, Hov,
And Royce the Five Nine.
And
Nah.
fucking
Fonte.
I mean, I don't know what order.
I might put Scarface up there.
Chris Kelly and Chris Smith. I don't know what order you want to put them in, but you can put them in.
Y'all
Chris
talk about me.
You can put
Y'all
them
talk
in.
about me.
You can
This
put them
nigga
in
like Chris Cross. That's it. That was in his top
We're
10.
gonna talk about influence.
We can talk about
Major.
Cam.
Talking about
Major.
influence.
maybe
You can, but that Chris Cross.
Now you talk.
That
That
Chris
was
Cross
influence,
move-
but
that
they
movement
had
was crazy.
Was it? It was,
Absolutely.
Was it
Crazy
better
for
than
me.
ABC? Another bad creation?
Fuck yeah.
Are you Nigga,
Absolutely.
Are you kidding me?
That
I'm
was
just-
We are
disres-
not
that was
going down this road.
Yo,
disrespectful.
niggas wasn't dressing like
Nigga,
ABC.
Chris Kelly is turning over in his grave right
niggas
now.
weren't dressing like ABC?
Fuck
in
yo.
peace.
You didn't keep the
cross colors,
You didn't keep. They had starter caps. You didn't keep
Nigga,
the
they
tag
had
on your
two
starter
songs.
cap.
bro. Chris
They had two
Cross
songs.
was before that.
They had two
And
songs.
if I'm gonna,
they had Playground
you know
and
who dressed,
Aisha.
you know
That
who
was
dressed
it.
better than ABC?
You're a hater. You're a hater.
What
son.
other songs they have other
TLC.
than Playground and Aisha?
That's my jump.
What else was
My
it?
Chris Cross was better.
Chris Cross wasn't before ABC though.
So, no, they
They
weren't before.
weren't.
Oh, they
no.
weren't.
No,
It wasn't.
ABC
You
was
wasn't. My
ABC
bad.
was
My
way
bad. You
before
wasn't.
them.
But
Yeah.
ABC, they had the starter jackets, the starter hats with the tag.
Yeah,
the
they
tag
had
on
a
them.
little.
They had a.
yeah.
They had
Bro,
a. They had a little.
TLC
yeah.
dressed better than ABC.
Well, it's
That's a
TLC.
fact.
First of all, they're
That's a fact, bro.
What's bananas to me is all of this talk has been had about the GOATs and the Rushmores and all of this influence, and Drizzy's name is not brought up one time. Bruh,
No, I can't.
the
I can't get with that.
influence, the
Drizzy's in my top five.
takeover, the way he has the game on lock right now is a little OD. It's a little OD, regardless of how you feel. I agree with Nick. He don't write his own rhymes, so I mean, you know, if
But
we talk
He's still a great artist, though.
No, but don't say that. What
but-
percentage of his rhymes doesn't he write? Because just because you have a nigga write you a verse or some shit like that, that don't disqualify
Well, I mean,
you from being top
honestly,
five.
all
It's not
artists
that.
do it, though.
It's using reference tracks. That's the thing. It's like, yo,
a lot of artists do it though.
But how much
He's
of
an artist,
of
though.
your catalog is other niggas' work?
He's an artist. That's what I just put him in that category as an artist.
have to mention a name if we talking about.
When I'm talking
Listen,
about MCs,
Hov had writers too now.
listen.
So
No, he didn't. Hov had no writers.
Drizzy
are
may be.
you kidding me?
Hov has writers. That's a new one. I never heard that one
Drizzy-
before.
Okay. They're ghostwriters, but they write for him.
Not for,
Drizzy-
he doesn't
Drizzy
write in the
may be
studio.
the most can't miss nigga
That's what they say about Wayne. That he's just
in the
he
game
just
for the
lays
last
Gilly wrote
decade,
Carter
my
one.
nigga. Drizzy
Right.
don't miss.
Gilly wrote Carter 1.
I'm not disagreeing
I'm
with
just
that.
saying, you know, but in the
But
day,
no. Wait. But did he
Yeah.
write it or did he write parts of it?
Parts of it.
Still, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
like,
And-
it's-
no.
it's- hold on.
People that collab.
Even if he didn't write it or whatever, Lil Wayne embodied Gilly's whole fucking persona. If you listen to the way that his whole flow, the whole way he you know what I'm saying, gets the song over and everything, the slang is Philly slang.
So Lil Wayne
Okay.
disqualified from being in the conversation.
No, I'm not saying that. No.
But so how's
Because
how,
Carter 2
wait,
was fucking fire.
But then, hold on.
Absolutely.
Then how was
Carter
Drake
1 was fire.
disqualified from being in the conversation if Wayne ain't?
He's
To
not.
me,
But I will
feel
say
like
this though.
yeah.
Before,
well, I'll put it to you this way. For me, I don't put Drake in the MC category because he does more than just MC.
Yeah.
He
I-
sings
more
too.
than just,
He, you know,
more than
he
just
does
an
a lot
MC,
of different
though.
things.
He's an
Listen,
artist.
He's an
like,
artist, son.
Have to give him his credit.
Listen,
Definitely.
Oh yeah, he gets his
Yeah.
credit.
We talking Jay-Z's and all these.
He's definitely
That
mentioned in
nigga-
the room. He's definitely
that
mentioned in
nigga
the room.
is literally the most can't miss nigga that I feel like I've listened to, maybe outside of whole.
Artist wise, yes.
As far as what I like to hear.
right, but question before again we jump into the Ja Morant situation.
What's his name?
Is it Jay Morant?
He
Nah, this nigga corrected the wrong part of the name. This nigga corrected
I just think he just used his little his
Is it Jay Morant?
his
Nah.
accent came out. Yeah.
That wasn't
I
intentional.
don't know.
But I will say this though. When it comes, that was last week, but 2 weeks episode. We went into
Got her
that.
leg.
When you think about Drake and Jay-Z, as far as the GOAT status, right? let's be honest. You don't really be checking for Drake for anything, bro. You like his music. What you be checking for when you listen to Drake?
True. It's not what I. It's not what I check for.
Music,
It's not what I check for.
I guess I don't understand what you're saying.
Like,
what do you mean you're not
when
checking for?
When it comes to influence, right? Emulating, jacking, pause, whatever, right? When it comes to Jay-Z and Drake, right? Is Reasonable Doubt not a blueprint in your mind? And like, as far as it is great.
Is Reasonable Doubt not a blueprint?
That's a
Bar.
Is it not?
He don't even know what he said.
No, because it's just natural to me. This is just natural.
This is what you do.
I do this.
This nigga just got
That's a fact.
I do
That's
this.
a fact.
You don't even know what he's talking about.
Come on, like what can you even equate that to when it comes to Drake? When it comes to Drake and his body of work, what albums can you say? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go back and
that's a good point.
Get my life in order.
I think when Marvin's Room dropped, he kind of changed the game.
My favorite Drake
Again, is that what you go back and is that what you revert to? I don't know how you did it by when it comes to life situations, but as far as pulling the album, what are you gonna get more out of? Reasonable Doubt or Marvin's Room?
What am I going to get more out of? Absolutely. Again, you're comparing the detail of it.
Yeah.
I'm comparing
Versus the general statement. The general statement is that both of them have influenced the game
Absolutely.
significantly. But you're saying now which one is more influential? It's Jay-Z. We know that. But Drake is, you have to bring his name up.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to. That's why I was saying it. That's why I brought him up.
I don't know, man.
You can't disassociate.
No,
We're talking Biggs
I
and
can't.
Lil Wayne's and Jay-Z's.
Absolutely.
You cannot say all of that without saying, hey, by the way, there's Drake.
There is Drake, and I would not.
That's what I was
you
getting
can't disregard. No, the
That's what I was
last
getting
10 years he's been running it. But for me personally, when I think about GOATs, I think about like this DNA. Like, who would I want to,
if I was gonna go neck
hang with?
if I was gonna go neck to neck with those albums, like you said, nothing was the same as the Reasonable Doubt to me for Drake.
Okay.
Nothing was the same as my favorite Drake album. He rapped his fucking ass off on that whole album, bro. Like real shit. That's my favorite joint. And then it's like maybe Views might be number 2. Views is fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? So those my top 2. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake joints. But like influence and shit, Cam, definitely top 10, top 15. Cam is influence.
I mean, if you're going recent, Migos. Migos' influence in the past 10 years has been insane.
Yeah.
Young Thug's influence, which is directly pulled from Lil Wayne. Young Thug's influence the past 10 years.
I think Future's influence is crazy.
Insane.
Yeah.
Future's influence is crazy.
Absolutely.
Insane right now.
They're all Lil Wayne's babies.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, for
They're all Lil
sure,
Wayne's
for
babies.
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Definitely came from a heavy influence.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I think it might be safe to say that Lil Wayne's more impressionable than Jay-Z.
Nah. Unless you're into being on syrup and
tough.
fucking like
Syrup to taste
see my-
amazing one time.
I mean it did. Syrup was fire. Yes.
Syrup tastes amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very bad.
But
Very bad.
let's get into your boy situation though, because right now he's not. He's not influential at all.
I want to jump into the hip hop joint too. We was talking a little hip hop, but I want to get into the Conway album since everybody had a little chance to
Absolutely.
digest it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think it's over for your boy?
Over? No.
Not over, no.
If he keeps making the same
No.
screw ups, absolutely.
Okay, is it wrong to flash a gun?
No. This is the thing. This is the thing. What he didn't do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong word.
I don't think he should be punished for wrongdoing.
Wrong word.
I think he should be punished for stupidity.
Right, yeah.
Gotcha.
It's not wrongdoing. You got suspended 8 games for doing it the first time. Common sense would tell you
Yeah.
not to do it again.
Yeah.
Which equals it being wrong. That's why I'm saying wrong word. Wrong is not the right word. What he did was irresponsible. What he did was not illegal in any way, shape, or form. We can all own guns and we can all have
Right.
them on camera and flash them
That's the thing.
legally. What he did for his job
And we live in a
was
country
not
where
wrong. It was dumb.
we live in a country where we're married to guns. So what he did
Right.
wasn't wrong. It was stupid as fuck.
It was wrong, though. That's what I'm saying. It was wrong because you know your job does not allow that, which means it's wrong.
I'm a CDL driver. Like all these other jobs, I guess they might get rid of the drug test. Not at my job. Not
Right.
because I hold a certain license.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have to piss clean. When they want me to piss, you know what I'm saying? I can't have a certain amount of alcohol in my system. You know what I'm saying? At a certain time. So I know that if I was to and I lose my job, nigga, that's my fault.
It's on you.
You feel what I'm saying? It's the same thing as far as with him.
Right.
So you can't. It's probably the same thing with Jay Williams back in the day. He couldn't have a fucking motorcycle, and then nigga got a motorcycle and fucked himself up,
Right.
and he lost his whole fucking career. You know what I'm saying?
Broke my heart.
That's your twin.
Oh, that was my dog, bro.
Yeah, that was your twin.
Man.
Listen,
I'm gonna tell you when I knew it was an issue with Ja. Right. You can tell a lot about a motherfucker and their future behavior based on their apology. Right. When I listened to this nigga's apology, and he said shit like, "That wasn't me," or "My actions don't reflect my character." That's I hate to hear that shit. Because if your actions don't reflect your character, what the fuck does? Own the shit, grow from it, and move the fuck on. Accept it. Accept accountability. I fucked up. And now I'm going to be better. But when you say that wasn't me, then who was it, my nigga?
Well, the first time, that might be acceptable, right?
It's not acceptable for you to say
people make
my
mistakes.
actions don't reflect. I get
People
that.
make mistakes.
I get that. But your actions directly reflect your character.
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't think he meant in that moment. I don't think he was trying to say as a whole that you can define me by this particular moment. That's what he was trying to say.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that is not accepting accountability for what you did.
True.
That was me. I did it.
Yeah.
I fucked up. I apologize. I'll be better moving forward.
Right. And then you do it again.
So this is my other side to that too. Is like, I don't think he understands what his action, what he's doing, what it's doing to other people. At the end of the day,
how it's impacting everybody else.
That and the fact that how many niggas might test you now knowing that you got pistols on you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You don't think about that shit now. Nigga gonna come be like, yo, you got that shit on you, nigga. What's up? And he pull his shit out, and then next you know he buck you.
That's the side. Yeah,
and
that's
it's you know what I'm saying. It's like you the shit you doing is bringing on a different type of energy.
Absolutely.
And just like sometimes I'm on the fence about carrying a pistol with me because I feel like you carrying a pistol with you, it's gonna bring some type of energy to you. You gonna want to pull that motherfucker at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? And let it off, or let motherfuckers know you got it. And then you gonna fuck around and fuck with the wrong person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about just being smart. And my thing is like, where's your father? Is he scared to get cut off?
Nah, it's not.
He's part of his entourage.
It's his father. It's his father, and we talk about this shit all the time.
His friends, bro.
The company you keep.
Exactly. Like, why are you on live TV?
Like, if I know one of y'all niggas are getting the bag, and that bag is financing everything that we doing and everything that we got going on.
There's no way I let you hold that.
That I can't.
There's no way I let you leave the house.
You
with that
can't do it.
Period.
If it's Rim, if Rim the nigga get in the bag, I can get caught on IG Live. You can get caught on IG Live. You
right.
Anyone but this nigga that's getting
I've always said, if I ever get famous, I have a fall. My job, somebody in this room is going to be the fall guy. Your job is to take this L. I'm going to hand you the pistol. I'm going to hand you all the tree. Your job is to carry that because I'm the breadwinner.
And you know what?
I can't go down.
And you know what?
If you go down, when you come home, I got $500,000 waiting for you after you do your year. Woo, woo, woo. I can't be the fall guy though. Somebody else has to be.
And knowing that that's my job, when I see you, I'm going to be like, nigga, put it down.
Right.
Because if you don't
There's
put
no
it
way I'm
down
letting you leave the house
and the boys come, then I got to take the heat for you. Nah, put it. You can't do it.
You can't. Nah, no way. No way.
You financing everybody's life right now.
Bad people around him.
Nah, you're right. You're right.
Somebody got to be able to tell you no. You got a bunch of yes niggas around you. They're scared to be like, Ja, you bugging right now, my nigga. Cut this dumb shit out. Which one of your niggas keep pressing record?
But you
get him out of there, bro.
But peep this. His friend didn't know though. If you could see how his friend dropped the fucking phone, you know what I'm saying? When he was on the live, this news incident, he on like it's his friend's face at first. Then he's scanned over and see him. He dropped the phone quick because it's almost like damn. Yeah, it's like this got the fucking joint. He just dropped the joint. I was like, God damn, like nigga, I hope he said something to him. I was like, yo,
he probably did say something to him after it.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's still the fact. It's the fact that you still.
And it's also the same nigga that's been escorted out and a whole bunch of shit that's been in other situations with him too that he's with. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you got the wrong people around you. But what type of nigga is Ja? We don't know that. We don't know if he's one of them type of niggas that's going to be kirking out on his mans and them because.
Nigga.
You know what I'm saying? They telling him you shouldn't do this.
He a nigga that come from a good household that's infatuated with the street shit. Which a lot of niggas are. Like a lot of niggas hustling backwards. Like you worked all this time to get to this point and now you want to be a street nigga.
Bro, have you seen the little Instagram video they made for him?
The 8 Mile jump?
The 8 Mile jump. Oh God, they killed him. They killed her. His parents have a real good marriage. He went to a private school. They did the whole Papa Doc thing to him, and it's all accurate. And it's all accurate. Like
because it's the
right. His name's Termarius or something like that.
This the thing with like athletes and niggas that make it. Like you want to be a hood nigga.
Gotta relax.
Now because it's convenient for you to be a street nigga.
Right.
You ain't want to do it when it was inconvenient. Like when you was broke and you had to be a real nigga in the street.
That's right.
Now you got money and it's convenient for you to do this dumb shit with the pistol and all this. Now you a tough guy.
And that's why I said niggas it's gonna be a bounty on this motherfucking head because you out here with pistols and shit and you got the bread. Niggas gonna find out where you at.
Man.
To see what you about.
Yeah, you stunting out here.
Pull up on you.
Man, nigga,
There's a
you doing
consequence
too
to
much pump
everything
faking,
you
bro.
do.
You doing a lot of pump faking.
Dumb stuff.
Too much pump faking.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, we shall
crazy.
see. We shall see.
Speaking on accountability, I just want to slide this story, and I was told y'all on when we had our little FaceTime meeting, and I was I was gonna tell y'all this little story, but speaking of accountability, so and y'all can tell me your opinion on it. I'm not gonna even say names or anything, but there's these people at this particular job. They hold a clearance. So in the building that you go in, you can't bring your phone. You're not supposed to bring your phone in or anything like that.
Right.
Like they have a part where you lock everything. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So for some reason, it kept getting picked up that there was a Bluetooth in the area that's not supposed to have that. So they did the searching, they digging, trying to figure out who has this Bluetooth in there. And this is a real story. And the whole time,
It was a dildo.
This guy has a butt plug in, and it has a Bluetooth.
What?
It has a Bluetooth in it.
What?
They had to escort him out the building.
This nigga.
I got a lot of questions. I got so many questions.
Why who's controlling the Bluetooth, first of all? That was my question. And why did you have that in at work?
Yo.
And this is like a real
You know these people?
type job. I don't know the guy that had the situation happen to him, but
Oh, you know the person that was controlling the butt plug. don't
no,
you?
I don't know that.
You know somebody, nigga.
I just said I want to know who was controlling it.
You know somebody.
I just know somebody that was in the building that was like, no.
That's different.
This is
What?
and because the dude is like a real thorough looking dude.
No, he ain't.
No, he ain't.
Oh.
Well,
What did they do?
no one ever thought that
So
was what it
did
was.
they warn my man? Pause. Like did they like
Did they what?
Want him?
I guess
said
they
pause.
did. I
I
guess
didn't hear it. I just heard you
did
say
they
pause.
warn them? Did they
I
like
guess they
motherfucker give him
either
like
did the wand thing or they
warned
made them
them.
keep
how the
recirculating
fuck
through
they find
like
out? How the fuck they find out it was in his ass though?
I think they kept recirculating.
They didn't warn him.
They-
That is wild.
Yeah, and they were like coming past people's desk and like checking.
Motherfucker metal detector out this.
Yes, we keep beeping over here.
Yes, sir. Sir, we're gonna need you to remove your pants. Wait, what?
Dog, the accountability.
That is
Why
wild.
did you know that this is your job? Like you said, you know this is your job.
That's I don't even know what to say.
Let me get some of that.
He
Hey,
had-
shout out to The Rock too for this bottle, man. Yes, sir.
Oh my
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that, man. That's different.
They did. He definitely had.
That's
a
different.
Bluetooth butt plug in.
That's
Damn.
different. That's crazy. That's wild.
So
How do we get that from accountability? That was,
I don't know.
That is
Sharon, and then hold on. Sharon said, look, she said, speaking of accountability,
Yeah. A nigga got cold with a blood plug.
speaking of accountability, this nigga got a butt plug at work.
well, he got fired.
This one time at sports camp.
oh, yo, funny as shit,
Yeah, wow.
man.
I know.
Just saying.
That's
Took a
that-
whole investigation to find out it
Yo.
was somebody in there with the butt plug.
That story was not in the notes.
It was in the notes. I told me to bring it up now.
I didn't see it.
I definitely
Oh, that's
did.
right. We told you to save it and not. Yeah,
You
you're
also,
right.
you said you had a story too that you wanted to.
Do I got a story?
You said you had one, but you was gonna
You
wait.
definitely did. The FaceTime, that was early though. We had a FaceTime early this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was early.
Yeah, fuck it. But hey,
Getting
Hey,
to that
man.
hip hop.
Say
Say,
man,
man.
won't he do it?
won't he do it?
What y'all
Conway.
think about the album, man?
Thought it was decent.
Yeah.
Definitely something I can listen to. Straight through. I didn't have to skip any tracks and whatnot. I thought the
I
lyrics was
definitely
dope.
skipped some jumps.
My
yeah.
standout for me is was it Brucifix?
Brucifix.
I think that's dope.
Brucifix,
Man, you know the
it's
Conway
called Won't He
jump.
Do It. Yeah, Conway jump.
What album we talking
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? It's a count. Yeah,
correct.
So I did like the Brucifix jump.
Yeah,
but Brucifix and Monogram, I was waiting for the beat to drop, and it don't drop on neither jump.
Nah. So
I like when he raps like that, to be honest.
If it's your first like Griselda
his thing?
listen.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's a lot of joints where it's no drums. It's just straight like a loop, and it's like, but but that allows him to spit his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Monogram is one of my favorite joints on there because he talk about his relationship with Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying?
I like
Talk about
Monogram.
his relationship with Jay-Z. That shit was good. I had, it came out on the 5th, so I had some time to kind of like digest it a little bit. Brucifix it was good when I first heard it because I liked the video. But it's kind of like, it might be one of my least favorite on there. The first joint, you know what I'm saying? The first joint, what the fuck is the name of the first song?
Quarters.
That was, I fuck with that because that was a different beat from Derringer, and it challenged Conway's flow. It showed you his versatility on how to rap on that type of beat. It was the drum pattern was a little different. It was a little unorthodox, and he got his shit off on that joint. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I ain't got the track listing with me. Let me see.
Motherfucking here.
Yeah, Monogram is my shit. Stab Out was fucking grimy and dirty.
Chosen was the best joint on the album.
Chosen.
That's just my type of shit,
bro.
The way the beat dropped on this joint is the way I was hoping it was going to drop on Monogram.
Yeah. Now the Chosen gave me flashbacks of early 2000
rock,
Checkmate, Bleak,
absolutely,
and Beanie Siegel, like
and
back and forth,
and Checkmate,
Checkmate. Okay, all right, yeah, all right.
Checkmate,
Vigilante.
True.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Don't suck your teeth. Don't suck your teeth. Don't do that.
But I think by far my favorite song on the album is Tween Cross Tween. That's just classic Conway. Conway went in, like, his bars was fucking crazy.
He goes off on that.
He goes off on that joint, bro. It's just crazy.
On a side note, I want to see you guys battle. Because Sharino Marvelous raps and used to rap.
No,
So I feel like
did you just call her Shamarvelous?
Shamarvelous.
yeah, Shamarvelous.
Shit,
Shamar Moore. Stupid.
Sharonda.
That's just Sharonda.
But we'll continue this.
Yeah. This album,
God body Sharonda.
This album right here though, it was
get the fuck out of here.
That'd be
So cute.
That'd be a good one rounder.
What? So you disrespecting me right now?
You being real cute.
We gonna set that up
because he was a vigilante.
We gonna see what the fans want.
We gonna set
That
it up.
vigilante stuff
Let's
is
set it up.
back in the day.
Let's set it up.
But yeah, I could see the direction Conway's trying to go in. He's not trying to be that underground rapper or known for what he's known for. He wants to get to bigger places. It seems like it's working because he's been on such a promo run. It's been crazy. He was at Flex. He was on Rosenberg's little podcast joint. He's on Math Hoffa's joint. You know what I'm saying? He's just making his runs right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's well earned and well deserved. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, he's always been the best in Griselda. He has the versatility he can appeal to the women. He can still get the street shit going, and then he can rap about his rich and be arrogant, and you know what I'm saying, the flamboyant shit that he rap about.
Absolutely,
it's dope. The joint with Fab, I think it's called Brooklyn Chop House. That might be it's cool, it's decent.
Right.
I just didn't really like Fab's verses that much.
I like the Kanye jump.
Yeah, the Kanye joint was cool. But Tween Cross Tween was my shit.
That shit goes crazy.
That's my shit.
Yeah. His documentary also was dope too.
Yeah,
though.
his documentary.
That Across the Seas love that nigga gets. It's crazy.
He has
bro.
murals. He always said it. Even like back in 2019, he has murals in other countries with like of his face.
Yeah, like he's they praise him. Like he's really respected out there
a lot
for
of that
sure.
shit is due to Westside Gunn, man. Westside Gunn might be one of the best curators like in hip hop right now. Like the shit he puts together and puts these albums out, the way he puts, like, it's fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, the artwork, everything.
His
everything. Merch go crazy too.
The merch crazy, bro, and it goes so fucking fast. I was trying to get one of the Super Lisa sweatshirts he had put out. I think it was $150 for the joint. It's not bad pricing at all.
That's like Supreme
it's
shit
decent.
for sure.
But it's like, that shit's like in fucking 7-8 hours. This shit's gone.
I think Armani's album is gonna be dope too.
Armani,
Yeah.
her second album was fire. The
last one that dropped.
the Liz
that
2.
shit was.
The
production that was insane.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that shit.
And she's one of the she's one of the best female rappers out.
She's
too
disgusting,
right now,
bro.
real
She
shit.
is
Armani Caesar.
yeah,
is
official.
fire.
Nah,
Yeah,
for sure.
She's nice. She's nice.
For sure.
But the whole Griselda camp is cool. You know what I'm saying? Niggas breaking off from Griselda. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Conway has drum work, which he features the guy, the nigga on The Chosen, Jay Skis. That's one of his artists. He has a female artist named Love the Genius. And he has another artist named Goose, by the way. He's all over the album. He do most of the hooks and shit like that. But yeah, and Benny got his BSF shit. So he, you know, they did their Griselda shit, but they got their own shit, but they still GXFR. You know what I'm saying? For real. So yeah, it's and ST just dropped Friday. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to take a little time, listen to that. You know what I'm saying? We revisit that next week. You know what I'm saying? ST is another Griselda artist. He's from South America. But he's from New York too. You know what I'm saying? So he has like it's an unorthodox type of flow. You know what I'm saying? He remind me of Capadonna. If you listen to, you know, Wu-Tang and shit, Capadonna, he's like a Spanish Capadonna to me. But Westside did a good job of putting that album together. It's decent, straight through. And Summer Walker dropped too. So I've been listening to that too. So
with something for y'all to think about next week, we can get into it. But what's Mav Hoffa drink called?
My Expert Opinion.
There you go. They were talking about Wu-Tang versus The Rock as far as the verses. Who will win? Hold your opinions. We're going to get into next week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was interesting because Rod Digger was giving her perspective and whatnot. And, you know, she has some pointers, you know, but, you know, there's something to expect next week.
I would think Wu-Tang versus NWA.
Really?
Or some shit like that.
Nah, B.
No.
That's a whole different.
It's two.
That's just the genre.
Two different
is
sides
just,
of the street.
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody that's good to match up against Wu.
Wu-Tang.
It just don't make sense.
Yeah.
Collectively, nah. But
you don't think Rockefeller beat
No. I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying that they won't beat him. I'm just saying
I
the
just
matchup.
don't think that's a good matchup.
The
either.
matchup doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
it doesn't make sense. But it was a conversation.
Right.
I would do
Yeah,
rock.
that's what I'm
I would
saying,
do the
but
Rock versus Rough Riders or something.
Well, we can get into that too. You know what I'm saying? I just
The
thought
Rock
about
versus
it.
Rough Riders is
Right.
crazy.
That might be a crazy situation.
Oh no.
Oh no. I mean, yes, Rock versus. Yeah, we talk about it next week. Like you
For
said.
sure, for
we got
sure.
any questions real quick before we get about it here? You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
let's go
You
through
know what I'm saying?
one
Real
or
quick.
two.
Do like 1 or 2. Yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
I know,
for sure.
I know y'all got some rehearsing to do and shit. You
No
know,
doubt, no doubt.
You thespians.
So the first question is, you know what I mean? True love or great sex? Ooh.
I say true love
Why do you say that?
because when you have true love with someone, you're going to have great sex.
But it's true
I like
love or
that.
great sex though.
I like that. Not necessarily true, but I like it.
So
I believe it.
you ain't trying to get pounded?
Why wouldn't the person that I'm truly in love with can't do all of that?
railed.
But what
If we're truly in love, that's true love.
You don't want
And
nigga
that's
take you to
who I'm
Pound
truly
Town?
in-
not everyone.
That's who I'm truly in love with. Even if that's something that person didn't do with me, why wouldn't I teach them or tell them that that's
Okay.
what I wanted because we can communicate because the love is true.
But what if he had a
that's
what
the
if
key
he,
word.
But what if he,
Communication. What you just said.
hold on
Communication.
though. But what if he got a little man's?
What?
What if we ain't what if we ain't girlfriend?
There is. It's a way.
What if he
Where
ain't
there's a
girl-
will, there's a way. You talking about?
So
I mean, I don't know
what
nobody
you're
with those problems, but I'm
I
just
agree
saying.
agree with Steph. Don't know if that's actually true. It's based off the movie. Have you seen the show? Y'all seen Sex Life?
I
It's
have
on
seen it.
Netflix.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
Shorty with the perfect true love man,
And she
but
kept on running
keep
back to
running
the
back
nigga
to her nigga that
was
tore
taking
that
her to
pussy
Pound
up.
Town.
Yeah.
Nah, just know who I'm truly in love with, and I'm with. They just gonna have to learn this. They got to do it.
So you go with true love. All right, for me, I'm gonna go with because I agree with you. I feel like if it's true love, I'm able to teach and instruct and all that other good shit. But you know, I'm a spirit nigga. I'm gonna go with true love. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I'm with true love too.
I'm gonna go with true
on
love. I'm gonna go with true
train,
love.
too.
Damn, I feel pressure to play devil's advocate here, but I agree with y'all. I'm a soft ass nigga too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with true love, bro. Rub my head, bro. I don't.
That's
You know
the
what
only.
I'm saying?
That's the only answer. Quite as kept.
Yeah,
True love is what it said. I mean,
yeah. Facts. You don't want
great,
that.
great sex you
Damn.
can find in the streets,
Facts.
but
Right.
There's a bunch
You
of
can't go
bitch ass
home to
niggas
them
up
and
here,
use
man.
it.
so that's what you
Nah.
want every day. Like you want to deal with the problems, but you just want to
Yeah,
get fucked
no.
good. Like, okay, all right,
I'll pass.
but I'm gonna have to deal with all this bullshit. But
Yeah.
All right,
but the
last one.
sex good though.
Right.
I don't
Nah,
even make
I'll
sense.
pass.
I mean, maybe in my 20s that would make more
Back
sense.
in the day. Mm-hmm.
Should a relationship be 50-50?
All this relationship
I
bullshit.
say
What's going on
yeah.
here?
I say yeah.
Yeah.
Should a relationship be 50-50?
Yeah. I think so.
But I once heard someone say sometimes. Oh, I think it was Michelle Obama. She said sometimes it could be 20 and then the other person could be 70. I mean, I just feel like you just meet each other halfway. That's just.
I think that's the right way to say it.
Yeah. You just pick up what somebody slack.
That's it.
Or
if
you know
we
what
got
I'm
each
saying?
other,
Yeah,
I think it's
pretty
50-50. I
much.
think if he made all the money still, I would still feel like I would still want to make. I still would want to contribute. I wouldn't feel right just
That's
like
and
Sydney.
if 50-50 doesn't mean in the same area, right? It's like if a nigga paying all the bills, then you hold it down in this area. That's 50-50.
Yeah,
I think it depends on the relationship though, because some relationships may only require 70-30.
Right.
You know what I mean, whereas like I'm putting in all the work, I'm doing X, Y, Z, but as long as you give me that 30 when I get home, everything is kosher.
If that's the agreement.
I mean, it just depends on the relationship. I feel like, but when it's all said and done, if more than 50-50, what Nick said, it's teamwork. As long as we're working together and we're on the same page and we achieving the same goal, that's what it really comes to. I mean, more than 50-50, like
right, or one side.
I held the door for you. Now you got it. No, fuck all that. Like it doesn't matter. Like as long as we're here together and we working as a team to get to a goal that we both want, that's what matters.
I think that makes things a lot easier, 50-50. I don't got to pay tick for tat like Rem just, mentioned as far as an example. And I don't have to, have like, damn, you ain't doing this, but I'm doing all that. Like, nah, just, as long as we meet in the middle, we're good.
As long as we head to the same
That's what it is, man. And if I'm down, you hold me up. When you down, I hold you up. Like,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Sometimes I might be the 70.
Right. And that's what Michelle said, right? Like sometimes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That make a lot of sense.
It's a day by day.
That's a fact.
Have y'all heard the 80-20 rule?
Yeah,
of course. Steve Harvey
that
wrote that
directly
book.
correlates too. The 80-20, you only gonna get 80% out of your significant other every time. Don't ever expect that additional 20. That additional 20 is not coming.
Yeah, because no one is 100% of anything.
Right.
No one is.
And so that plays into the factor of, can you give me your full 50%?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I think that 80-20, well, maybe, I mean, speaking from personal experiences, that 20% usually for me stems from things that I would like for my better half to be into. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things that make me my attributes. It's like you're not going to get that same thing from that person. And it's like, damn, is that going to make or break this? And then you find out that it's not. Like it is what it is. But through time, you can maybe mold that person into that certain attribute that makes you, you know what I'm saying?
Or at least be open enough to discuss.
Absolutely.
right.
Absolutely.
To have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as the meat and potatoes, finances, you know what I'm saying? Having that spiritual connection and whatnot, I definitely want it to be 50-50.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Steph said, when I'm down, bring me up and vice versa.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a fact.
Yeah, man. But on that note, you know what I'm saying? It's been a wonderful episode of Amen, Say Man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We look more to these discussions and whatnot and having Ram as a regular. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And anything anybody like?
It's from the model.
It's from the model?
That's from the model.
It is.
Yeah. Why do they call you Rem the model, Ram?
I don't know.
One sentence.
I'm a part-time model.
All right, well. Well said.
I got to keep my regular job, but I'm a part-time model.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, on that note, it's been Pete.
Marvelous.
The stuff.
Nick G.
And Rem the model.
Rem the model.
Dun, 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 dun.
And Steph is definitely
We're going to talk about that next time. Don't worry.
Absolutely.
We'll talk about that next
We
time.
hate-
Rem the model thing, that's a whole me and Steph
thing.
beef. But, we'll discuss that later. On a later date.
It's not a beef, but
Whatever you want to call it. You upset. I'm not.
A difference.
I don't think it's that well deserved. But go ahead, hit the button, Nick.